Hey, Zach. Hey, Zach. Hey. Oh, God. Just a sec. I gotta. Oh, baby. Why do I get the feeling you're about to go? Oh, we're gonna have a rant tonight. We are gonna have a rant. We are gonna rant so fucking hard. We're just gonna have a chat. We're just gonna you and I chat. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna have a civilized discussion. Civilized. I promise. It will be civil. I will be calm. I will be collected. That is a fucking lie, and you know it. We just need to get this coffee in my system. Pinky and index and this finger. It's not the index finger. I'm an idiot. Ah! Turn the coffee up. Gets behind my shit. No shield will save you from me! There is no shield in the world that can protect anyone from me! Unless it's you do not consent, which in that case, well, I'm fucked, aren't I? Ah! Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna start this off very lightly with Persona. I am preferencing this by reiterating, as I've said in the Discord, I am only 3 hours into it. I have Blondie's Persona. Like, I just got it. That is how far I am. And considering what I've seen and looked up everywhere else, I barely have my pinky toe in this shit. But as I'm gonna say this right the fuck now. This has been information overload. This game has been information overload from the start. Too much is being said, and too much is happening in too short a goddamn time. Hello, Gabriel. And it expects me to know stuff without telling me shit. Which, you know what? People are going to say, well, why are you jumping into the series with the 5th game? Because everyone says that's where everyone should start! But the brain overload of terms and stuff has just been a... What the fuck? Because you go from, like... Oh my god. You go, like... Intro's pretty cool. You're robbing a casino. That's pretty neat. And then it forces you into a flashback. Why not do all that, then do the casino? no raid, and then the interrogate. Tutorial's a fucking pain. You're goddamn right. So far, like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This has not been a good opening of the door to me. Your house is cluttered. Like, the entrance to your house is cluttered. I am willing to work my way through it. But if this shit does not improve by the third palace, we're gonna have issues. Because I'm gonna say this right the fuck now, and again, I know we're early in, and that the mechanics are not deep enough yet. The combat is fucking boring. And I know a lot of people are going to ask, oh, did you have it like set to you control them or auto battle? I have them on auto battle. I got to get this shit done. But you get melee attack, gun, persona, and maybe a group combo attack if you fell your opponents. That's it. Oh, don't worry. Most of it improves before the second. Oh, thank Christ! Because I'm sitting here going, holy fuck. It feels brain dead. That is the worst feeling. When a game feels brain dead to play. Now, I know, again, I'm early into this. And every beginning RPG, hello. Every beginning RPG, like every beginning of an RPG, is gonna be slow. I understand that. But I'm a little bit testy. I'm a little bit twisted in the nuts. I feel like I got sucker punched with the revelation of, hey guys, so welcome to Persona 5. You got this really fun and interesting casino break-in where your character looks like he's having fun and having a good time. And everyone's like, yeah, let's go, Joker. Let's fucking go. And then you get captured by the police. And you're drugged. Okay? Didn't know we were going with the Star Wars plot, but you know what? You still got me. Still got me interested. Still got me like this. Like you put the finger under my chin. It's just like you're seducing me. The style's great. The music's good. Okay. We're going back to a flashback. Okay, awesome. Chat, when you guys asked me, do you want us to give you a content warning? My brain did the stupid and thought you meant spoilers. Like content spoilers. I was an idiot, you see. I was dumb as fuck, as many would have suggested and or said. Because I did not understand what you were saying and implying. Man, Gabe, I can't wait to go to my first day of school. Why is that teacher being creepy? Ah! Chat. Rule 1 when coming into a story. You don't start with sexual and physical abuse. You don't start with that. That is, you dip your toes in gently into the water. You get us leveled out a little bit. Maybe have, like, a bully character that, like, is being a dickhead. And, like, you know, you gotta fix that first. Nah, blood, we're going straight into that pussy. Straight into that sexual assault. Oh, that is. And you know what's worse, chat? There is no warning for this anywhere on the promotion, on the fucking game, anywhere. There is no warning for this. A murder I'm fine with. Guess what? I play Phoenix Wright. It's pretty much the bog standard. But this is where I need to talk about the game developer Atlus. Atlus, the guys that make Persona and that weird fucking game where it's like the black and white teddy bear that kills kids. Basically, the masters of edgy anime games. I have watched a lot of their games be played through. I have seen them tackle complicated topics and proceed to fucking fall on their face. I do not trust Atlus when it comes to these dark and very depressing topics. I do not trust them. Because every fucking time they have either proved that they are inept, incompetent, or really fucking ignorant on the topics at hand. And offer really stupid fucking solutions. The bear game is not Atlus. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. You are correct. I am dumb. I apologize. They are not the teddy bear game. Thank you for the correction. I appreciate you. Okay, but any other game, they have not handled this shit very fucking well. There's a bear in P4, but that's it. Well, good to fucking know. Either way, I have not seen these guys handle those themes and topics with the maturity that they deserve and or need. And I am aware of a few things in Persona, but one of them is that you have to convince the victim of this fucking abuser to be secluded with him for an extended period of time. I understand that this is part of the plot, but no. That is not something that makes you look good in the end. It's chat. This is not something I was prepared for, and this is really gonna shape the opinion of the review. And because when I look at games, I am trying to come at them from a perspective of, well, what is an in general view of this? What if you're just like coming into this? This is a hard fucking horse pill to swallow. This is very hard to swallow. And I'm sitting here at like, because I started playing this at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm fresh, I'm showered, I'm everything, I'm good to go. Screen has my full undivided attention, and I have to sit there in an uncomfortable conversation where it's clearly a girl that has, and another girl has clearly been, and it is not comfortable looking at it or witnessing it. And I know these topics are not comfortable. I know these topics are very dark. You don't start with that when you want people to play the game. This is Persona 3 with the chick bow all over again for me. And I'm just going, why is it the only thing you're good at is getting worse? That, again, I'm going to keep with it. Don't worry. I'm going to keep with it. But as I said, if this shit does not improve, I am not going to finish this. I am going to play as far as I get, at least maybe 20 to 30 hours in. Get that fucking deep shit in there. But if I can't do it, I'm not going to. I have my limits. And it is not in my interest to be bored with a game that is tackling topics that I don't trust the developers to tackle. It's handled realistically and not as a joke. I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to download this stream. I'm going to clip what you just said to me, Chakra. And if I find that this is not accurate, I am going to use this in the video and just say, hilarious and original. While being vague as exploitation, blackmail, suicide ideation, child neglect, the casino stuff, and political corruption. I am aware of the political corruption. That was very evident from the start. Casino stuff, it depends on what you're tackling with, like, gambling addiction and all that kind of stuff. Blackmail, yeah, it's... The prosecutor literally says it. But again, I am only 3 hours in. I know that I am probably being unfair. But that's a lot to drop on somebody. They dropped a lot of mechanics that they've barely explained to the player. They've dropped a lot of terminology on a new player that I barely understand. Like, I finally know what a persona is. It's a fucking stand. But it's a stand with conditions. Clipped it for you, boss. I honestly had no idea. Ah! I need to be honest about something. These games, they have never interested me as a person because they look like generic anime RPG game number 556. They've always looked that way to me. And I am really trying to, like, avoid that kind of mentality. So I'm genuinely surprised. It looks so fucking generic. Whenever I looked at, like, the gameplay or the art of the game, everybody just looks so fucking generic. Generic fucking anime boy, generic fucking anime girl, generic anime best friend. Literally, I am going to be making a joke that Blondie is Joey Wheeler. I don't care. I know that's mean. Because, like, I just got his persona. I just finally understand why he's doing what he's doing. And my brain's just going, oh, it's Joey Wheeler. He's the reliable, delinquent best friend. The menu UI is god tier, though. Is it, though? It's... Ah! Here's your info tab. Cool. What can I do with it? You can look at a monster and see its weaknesses. Oh, sick! Never has once showed me any weaknesses. I feel like I'm missing something here. He's not as stupid in the Japanese version. Buddy, the Japanese language, really, you have to understand, Like, you read something and you are not getting the full context of what their sentences are meaning there. Because remember, when we are translating stuff, we are trying to make it as close to one-to-one comparison as possible with, like, our language and theirs. Because translating Japanese to English is not one-to-one. So if he's that fucking stupid in the English, he is probably dumber or just as stupid in the Japanese version. Okay, so for the week... Pokemon has been doing this since 1998! What do you mean that I have to figure it out? I don't even understand the fucking elements of the game! We got Fizz, we got Dark, and we got Lightning! What the fuck? You need to figure it out yourself, they scream! They scream from the rooftops! Just get good! That is setting players up for failure! There's also Gun! Gun! They literally say, don't use the close combat attack, just use the gun. Why even have the knife? Oh, well, the gun can run out of ammo. It's a gun! Of course! Why not? It automatically reloads after every battle. In OG Persona 5, you didn't regen ammo during combat? Christ! I feel like I am so scared. I am honestly scared. Like, going forward with Persona 5. I am very scared. Because if these are my opinions right now, I am very worried. Because a game that has me going like this, I'm pushing through it for you guys. I'm doing this for you. Because I love you. And I know that our relationship is sadomasochism here. But I am very scared. Because what if I keep playing and I don't like the game? Because I have never heard anyone talk shit on this game. I have never once seen people bring up the complaints outside of the first chapter. Okay, but you gotta understand that early wall is a massive thing for RPGs. If you can't get somebody by chapter 1 of an RPG that is 154 hours, you're fucked. It gets smoother. First they hit you with a tidal wave, and then they just hit you with a regular wave, and then it's just smooth sailing from there as you're popping through waves. Again, I am very worried. Hopefully my fears and my concerns will be laid to rest along with the jockstrap incident, okay? Hopefully. 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 Okay, on to lighter topics. Gears of War! Chat. Am I a fan of Devil May Cry? Haven't played the games, don't get an opinion. Gears of War. Oh boy. Oh boy. What a treat. For those that don't know, Gears of War, during the Xbox showcase that happened last weekend, Gears of War E-Day was announced. It is a prequel to the first game, explaining how the events of the war started. Isn't Gears of War a generic shit? Quiet you. And I am excited. I am a Gears fan. I have not made my Gears of War love known. It was very much a game that was always, when it comes out, I will play it, and I will probably enjoy it. I didn't get into the series till number 4 was announced, and my brother was just like, "Hey, so you have your Xbox, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You got Game Pass, right? Yeah. Well, the guys that now own Gears of War have basically made games 1, 2, and 3 free to download. And my Xbox came with Gears of War Remastered. So I had a good place to start with. And me and my brother, we speed run through the first 3 games. We beat 1, we beat 2, we beat 3. Perfect, wonderful. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Rip and tear with the Lancer and the guns and the Hammer of Dawns. We brought the Locust down, baby! Then number 4 comes out. We have a wonderful time. It's a good fucking game. It has its problems. But you know what? It's a good fucking game. Old Man Marcus can't beat Old Man Marcus. Him and his goddamn tomatoes. A fucking plus. It has some problems. Knocking down the A plus to a A minus, B plus at worst. Good game. Absolutely fun time. Would recommend. Then Gears of War 5 came out. Is Gears of War 5 a bad game? No. I'd say its beginning and its end are amazing. They are fantastic. They are fun. But then there's that middle section. There's that middle section there where you're on the ski and you're going from place to place. And listen, I like snowy places. I like large deserts. But you gotta have something more there. Oh, baby. It got boring real fucking quick in that middle half. Go to this, go to that, find this, find that, they scream. I don't care, get a move on. Holy shit. But the first part of the game is fantastic. Oh my god, the first 4 chapters of the game absolutely had me hooked. I was grabbed by the scruff of my shirt, dragged in violently by the Lancer, and as it chopped my face, it stopped midway when we got to the fucking winter area. And it's not bad, but it gets very dull and repetitive very fast. And, oh god. And then the ending. The ending pulled a decide between your 2 friends. One will die, but one will live. Choose. And you're just going, where the fuck this come from? I was having a good time. I had new guns. I have the Hammer of Dawn back. What is happening? Along with revelations that the bad guys, the Locust, were always made from humans. That's right. lads, lasses, and non-binary and asexual individuals. The Locust were human the entire damn time! Oh my god! Oh! Absolute what the fuckery. Oh. It's to explain why the Queen does not look like roadkill. Love that. Nazis ruin everything, just saying. But the game got a DLC, which I never played, but I will probably play later because I am replaying the Gears of War franchise for Phoenix. And then I'm probably going to make a video series about them because fuck you. I am very excited for Gears of War E-Day. I am very excited to go back to the past and see what Emergence Day was. Because, for those that don't know, the plot of Gears of War, humanity lives on a planet called Sera. And after they just got out of one war, humanity had 6 weeks of peace before a new threat emerged from underground called the Locust, leading to the events called E-Day. Do you see the Black Hole in Helldivers 2? I haven't touched that game in forever because I have no one to play it with. Sorry. And plus, I'm going to be way too busy with other shit, like a certain fucking review. You think I have time? What is time? It is nothing but an endless cycle we all live in. We live on a 24-hour calendar. Isn't it great? We sleep for half of it. But I love me some Gears of War. I love me some Gears of War. Is it stupid? Oh, incredibly, it's fucking stupid. There is a chainsaw bayonet. But come on! It's a chainsaw bayonet! That shit is hype! I love my chainsaw bayonet, and I will fucking hurt anyone that talks ill on my chainsaw bayonet. Decide. Rule of cool. Exactly. Rule of cool will always prevail. And Napwis, as Bricky has said, Napwis, nitpicks are a problem when I say so. Huh. Their plots are very shallow. It's very much just like kill the Locust in like the first 3 games. And with a lot of character stuff in between. It's a very dark game. The MLG trailers and everything really missed the tone of Gears of War. It is not a pleasant series. It is a very dark, cruel, and vicious one, and every character is not safe. None of them are. Whether it be from physical trauma to emotional and mental trauma, no one is safe. Everyone suffers. And we get to chainsaw Locust all day long. You don't play it for high art and commentary. Oh, baby, you play it for John DiMaggio screaming as Marcus. They're good games. They are good games. They are very fun and good games. Number 1, of course, is the weakest gameplay-wise out of all of them. Because it's first game syndrome. Number 2 is very gray. Very gray. Oh my god, is it gray. That's great as fuck. Number 3 has a bit more color. Not much, but it's still fun. It's fun playing in Mad Max, is what I'm saying. Gears of War 4, oh my god, the art direction got so much better. The characters are just as lovable as the originals, and it's just such a pretty fucking place. Oh my god, that game came out in 2016, and it still looks so goddamn pretty. They are such pretty games. Oh my god. Regardless of what I say about number 5, 5 is so fucking pretty. It is so fucking pretty. Oh my god. They, like, oh god, just... Again, I love winter areas, and despite getting to the monotony of having to go from point A to D to Z throughout the entire fucking game, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it. Oh, the game is just so fucking pretty. It's so good. The art department for all the games tries to bum a line and goes for it. Yeah, they... Oh, baby, they fucked my eyes good. Good shit. Very good shit. We also got Doom Medieval. Regardless of your opinions on what the fuck happened between id Software and the one music guy, regardless of that, McGordon, that guy's name. The game looks fucking sick. It's Doom, but in the past. I feel like we're going back to the past a lot now. But we got this really cool skull gun where, like, it crunches up skulls and then fires its bones out. We got a really cool Captain America buzzsaw shield. And we got a cool dragon. It's Doom. It's Doom. As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been a bad Doom game. And a Doom guy mech. Well, I shouldn't say there hasn't been a bad Doom game, because Doom 3 exists, and although it's a good game on its own, it being a Doom title makes it the worst in the series. Oof. Okay, no, I'm gonna defend Doom 3 a little bit here. And I'm not talking about like the BFG edition. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like classic Doom 3, the one where it was trying to be a horror game. They tried. And again, if it didn't have Doom on the title, it probably would have been good. But the problem was that they slapped Doom 3 on that title, and so it wasn't what people were expecting, and it is not a Doom game. It is perfectly playable and perfectly fine, and sometimes scary, on its own. Remove Doom from the title, call it like Hell on Mars or something, and you got a decent game. Doom, the game where the plot is interesting, but Doom guy doesn't care about it. You literally start Doom 2016 with the guy who's gonna tell you the plot introducing himself, and Doom guy just goes, I don't want to fucking hear it. He has to be forced to sit down and listen. I.e., I'm not letting you out of this part of the fucking facility until you do what I want. And you do begrudgingly. It helps that I've also started replaying Doom 2016 as well on my free time. So, like, it's fresh in my mind, is what I'm saying. It's good shit. He doesn't have time for lore. He wants revenge for Daisy. Revenge for the bunnies! Okay, but what we're here really for, chat? What we're here really for, chat? You know why we're here? You know why we're here, chat? Shit. We're here for these two. Vegeta and Goku. These two Dragon Ball Z sparking. I know it's cringe that I have pop vinyl figures, but they were gifts. And Shantae. Limited edition Shantae. Yes, fuck you. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that just straight broke off. Okay. Well, I broke that. Oops. She's never gonna stand again. I broke my limited edition! Fuck! Made it through 2 moves! Damn it! Oop. We are here for Dragon Ball Sparking, baby! For those that do not know, Dragon Ball was split up into 2 different kinds of fighting games. There was Dragon Ball Budokai, which was your traditional fighter. People liked it, aside from the second one. And the third one got into a lot of copyright shenanigans. But then there was Budokai Tenkaichi. What is that, you might ask? It has the same plot and title as the other Dragon Ball, Budokai. Well, you degenerate fucknugget! Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3 says, and I quote, "Fuck your balance, fuck your fucking tier lists, fuck everything else, power levels matter here, motherfucker!" And guess what? It's an arena fighter. Oh my god, an anime arena fighter? Jesus Christ, why don't you just take the noose and hang me with it now? There's too many of those. Fuck you! Budokai Tenkaichi is the grandfather of this shit! It was the first. It got it right. It doesn't take itself seriously. It's not trying to balance itself for a competitive game. It is the best way to describe it. A child walking up to their fucking toy box, grabbing 2 figurines and going, "My Goku is better than your Goku! Wata!" That's the game. And it's great. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the PlayStation 2 and Wii had over 152 characters to play as. Granted, the majority of them were Goku and Vegeta, and any others were probably just copy and pastes of each other, but still! It was fun! You got to play as the Ginyu Force. You got to play as Baby Vegeta. You got to play as Arale. Who is that? Well, that was the late Akira Toriyama, rest your soul, sir, very first character printed in Shonen Jump. And she is an absolute fucking treat to play. She breaks all the rules! And it is fan-fucking-tastic. And not just that, chat. Not just that. You want more content? You want more? You want to make your own version of Krillin that can go toe-to-toe with Broly? You can do that. You want to do what-if scenarios? Oh, Lordy, you are blessing my nips with so much deliciousness. What if Goku versus Arale? What if? What if that just happened? Oh, but it gets funnier. Frieza and King Cold arrive on Earth just slightly later than what everyone thought would happen. They pull a character that we haven't seen since the original Dragon Ball! And people are like, oh, so like they pulled Nam or Ader. No! They pulled
Devilman. And none of you know what that shit is, because no one watched Dragon Ball but me! Devilman is the greatest villain killer of all time! This man dressed in latex devil suit with a pitchfork, has the power called Devilmite Beam, and if it hits you in the nipples, it makes any evil that you have in your heart swell to infinite proportions until you explode. I love it. I love it. And that's the whole fight. You can't hurt Frieza worth shit. Devilman is a fucking bitch. In like physical fist to fist. But when it comes to the Devilmite Beam, there is no equal. There is no power that can withstand it. He does this, and Frieza is dead. King Cold's like, you killed my son! And Devilman goes, oh, Devilmite Beam, and he's dead too! Absolute fantastic gay representation. Okay, announcer. Okay, we hear you. We hear you. We understand this is the month of Pride. But what does this have to do with what you're talking about? Dragon Ball Z Sparking is the next new Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi game, or at least themed behind it. It is literally bringing back the idea of an arena fighter with tons of characters with the same kind of rule set that Budokai Tenkaichi was going for. And I can't fucking wait! Oh baby! Oh baby! We saw the roster. Granted, most of it again was Goku and Vegeta, but it has Blue, it has God, it has all of them. And the fights are glorious! Oh, they feel so good. They look so sick. You can find gameplay online. It's... The arenas are more interactable than just Destructibles. If you are in the Budokai tournament, the tournament arena, and there's the audience, if you start getting just a little bit too crazy, everyone flees the arena. Oh, it's a whole cutscene too. It's great. But you know what's better? You know what's the best thing, Chad? The best gift that Budokai Tenkaichi and this game could give us was that we could play as Mr. Satan. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! He is a playable fucking character. And in this game, you have to charge your ki like everybody goes like the ha. Or if you're an android, you just stand there and wait patiently. Nothing to fucking do until you get like 4 bars, then you launch like 2 orbs at someone, and then you're just like, oh, I'm standing around again. Hercule, he charges. He charges up, but he doesn't do the ha like everyone else does. He just stands there like an android, spinning their wheels, you know. No, he does this. He charges with that, and it's fantastic. His super attack, his ultimate attack, is that he calls in Boo to kick the shit out of you. Best double team fight I've ever goddamn did see in my life. Woo! I'm very excited for this game. It's a very stupid game. But that's not all, chat. That's not all they revealed. No. It's not just like, we're done here. No, chat. You remember those what-if stories I just told you about with Devilman doing the with his nipples? How would you like to rewrite the story of Dragon Ball Z? How would you like to do that? Maybe there are some interesting what-if scenarios, like, what if Piccolo didn't go with Goku to fight Raditz? What if instead it was Krillin, the best friend, the best mate? What if instead of Goku dying to Drill Beam. He died to Kienzon. Hiya! Okay, cool, sick, fuck, oh my god. How deep can we go with this? Well, how about we just change the ending to the Saiyan fight? Just saying, you can do it. Or at least that's what they're claiming you can do. Now, I know the inside cynic of me is probably going to go, yeah, they brought in like they bring in like tons of new characters and tons of new forms. But we know how this song and dance go. Budokai Tenkaichi 3 boasted 152 playable characters, but most of those playable characters were different forms of Goku and Vegeta and reskins of other fighters. Okay. And they're probably gonna, like, do the same thing here. I hear the inner cynic inside me go that way. I hear it, I acknowledge its opinion. But come on! Frieza and baby Vegeta fighting fucking Guldo and Jace from the Ginyu Force. Come on! No one in their right mind would ever think of that. But I did. I did in my own little fucked up heart. Ah, it's beautiful watching a man slaughter his soldiers just because, and I quote, "Why are you Christmas colors? It's Frieza Day, you motherfucker." And baby Vegeta's just there doing his monkey dance in the background. Oh, baby, I am excited! In contrast to how this stream started. What if we made Tien the fucking main character? What if we did? What if we did, chat? What if Tien was there from the very beginning? Is Guldo faster than Jace because he can stop time? I'm not answering that. So, chat, what games are you excited for? Because I told you what's got my pants in a twist. There is also Space Marine 2. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are also cautiously optimistic. At least Guldo could summon steamrollers. Go on! He can stop time, summon steamrollers! What? Space Marine VR. No. 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 We don't talk about 40k VR games. We don't. We don't talk about Warhammer 40k VR games. They're all terrible and you know it. Stop lying to yourself. Well, so why don't you go down the rabbit hole why Halo was a successful RTS game, but why we could never get one for Gears of War? Because we have Gears Tactics. Come on. Don't you own a phone? Never! I'm doing a direct tomorrow, so we'll see. Oh, fuck, there's a direct tomorrow? Shit. Be cautiously optimistic that it's gonna have something that you don't want. Saving this and posting it in the Discord server. In the beams.
Fuck you. I have also downloaded a new editing software, and I'm going to be experimenting with that and playing with it. And when I feel comfortable with it, I am going to make the full switch over to that. Fuck you, Adobe, you piece of shit. Eat my ass. Do I hear 7 more farming simulators? Not only 7 more farming simulators, 20 more titles of shovelware of questionable rating. You could blow up Earth, changing the whole map. Exactly. Exactly. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's supposed to be dumb fun. The only thing better than Adobe is pirated Adobe. I hear Creative Assembly is working on a 40k Total War game. They're not. They're working on a Star Wars game. They're working on a Star Wars game. Not 40k, Star Wars. Which makes sense. Which makes sense. I could see why they want to branch out of the Warhammer and try something new. Plus, Star Wars does offer a really good plethora of options and timelines that you could play in. So, not a bad idea. I would like to see a Total War Star Wars game. Playing the Clone Wars. Playing the Clone Wars. Let's see how that goes. I see the pain in your eyes with that question. There's more pain in these eyes than you can fathom, friend. Oh, there's pain. Pain exists. It exists in my heart. But guys, you know what we could really use? You know what we could really use a new game of? Chibi Robo Ziplash. I'm going to say it right now. If they show Chibi Robo Ziplash remastered for Nintendo Switch tomorrow, I'm gonna do something violent. I'm going to hurt somebody. Do you also remember the huge amount of fusion videos of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3? That wasn't in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, friend. That was in Budokai 3. What the hell did you just say? You fucking heard me. You fucking heard the cursed words that came out of these lips? You think you get sane, boss, today? Nah, blood. Nah, blood. I'm punishing each and every one of you. For none of you have donated. None of you have donated since Persona. And I'm a little pissy. Also, Totally Spies got a new season, and I don't know how to feel about that. People are like, I never watched Totally Spies. What's it like? And my response was, there's a lot of fetish stuff in it, and, like, the final season's worst villain was a British guy's mom. And I'm not talking like, oh, she was like the most boring. No, she was the most competent and successful of all the villains. Some British guy's mom. Which just so happens to be their boss's mom. She gets hit with like some sort of evil thing. And she's just like, well, I went from good to evil and now I gotta fuck up the world. It's time this world became British. I blame Totally Spies and Kim Possible for what I find attractive in women. I blame Totally Spies for all of my sexual kinks. And my attractiveness to women with long red hair. Fuck you, the nerds are best. I am not okay. It is a very rough day. Oh boy. Oh baby. Time hurts. Time hurts everybody. Especially me. I feel like, and I know this isn't true. I know I'm probably overreacting, but it really does feel like life has my balls in the vice grip. Because for every good thing that comes our way, 10 other things have to come and give me a good little cock slap. Not even a cock slap, just a slap across the diamonds, dude. A slap across the family jewels. And just like they're dangling me with Gears of War E-Day, and it's like, gimme. Ah! 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 I know! And it's terrible. It's god-awful. I'm negative 44 in the hole. I can't donate. And again, as I will remind you, if you can't donate, it's fine. Like sack whack. just a light sack whack. It's just a little bit of a light sack whack. Oh God. Oh. How fucked are you, announcer of games? Well, sack whack is now a term that I now know of. Good shit. Oh. Yeah, so Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Good to know. I'll be paying attention to that. So, chat, what else do you want to know? What else is on your mind? What's going on with you, chat? Nix, I know you're there. How about, you got anything you guys want to ask or hear the opinion from your currently insane boss before he is inevitably dragged away by the dark, screeching terrors that lie beyond the door? It's okay if you don't. Favorite children's show. Oh, dude, you gotta do that to me? You gotta give me a good old cock slap and make me choose between my babies? Fuck, dude, that's mean. I've never actually thought about it. I've never thought about, like, what's my favorite. Because I grew up with both, like... over here in the West, like, over here in Canada, we didn't have Nickelodeon and we didn't have Cartoon Network. We had YTV and Teletoon. We had those two. Which was basically Canadian discount Nickelodeon and Canadian discount Cartoon Network. So... I'd have to say my favorite cartoon when I was a kid was, unironically, SpongeBob SquarePants like the early seasons and the movie. It just was funny to me. I'm sorry, and it still has good laughs today. If I don't like Persona 5, I can guarantee you right the fuck now I'm not gonna like 4. I am already stepping way outside my comfort zone with Persona. And if I don't like 5, I'm probably not going to like the rest of the series. What about Total Drama? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. You Americans got fucked with Total Drama censorship-wise. That episode, there's a few episodes where we didn't get it censored. Here in Canada, we got the full uncensored hells and dams, along with buffalo testicles. You guys got censored up the ass. Free speech much? Never. I'm pretty sure SMT meant Shin Megami Tensei. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I don't even know what the fuck a Shin Megami Tensei is. Shin Megami Tensei. I don't even know what this shit is. Okay, it's Pokemon, but more anime. Got it. It's Pokemon, but more anime. Got it. Chat, we're adults here. We don't play Pokemon anymore. We've grown up. We have grown up. Now let me get back to Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. We're very clearly grown up and mature here. We don't play Pokemon in their types of games anymore. Can I get a hug? You can always get a hug. Chat, hug him. And I will give him a hug as well. Come here, you beautiful boy. You sound mad. You should watch Delicious in Dungeons. I know everyone's talking about it. I'm sorry. I'm not interested. I'm not. I can't. I can't do it. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. This is probably the autism speaking, but, like, it is very hard to get me to try new stuff. I'm very much like, if I'm in my comfort zone, I'm in my comfort zone. It's very hard to get me out of it. I need very good reasons as to why to go do it. And watching anime right now is just, I don't have the time. I don't. I have very little time to myself. Honestly, trying to get videos out to appease the algorithm is just... oof. It is just... I have not been able to watch and experience new anime. I have been able to watch The new Superman show. I am very much enjoying my adventures with Superman. I think it's great. I think it's cute. Is it perfect? No. Are there some creative decisions that I disagree with? Very much. Jimmy Olsen being a conspiracy theorist. Don't like it. I don't like it. It makes him annoying. Shut the fuck up. But when Jimmy is actually given like time to not be a conspiracy theorist, he's a lovable dork. He is a very lovable dork. Plus, chat, they have just released what Supergirl looks like in the show, and by golly Jesus, she hot. She hot, chat. 10 out of 10. Where is picture of her? Found it. Guess gotta make sure nothing safe for work is popping up. Good. Good. Lois for a sec. I love the Lois design. I love how Lois looks in this show. I think this is top tier Lois design, and I love it. I think it's great. Because they're clearly just making drama for drama's sake. Fuck you! Whenever you switch screens, we can't hear you. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Shit. Right, I muted that mic. I muted that mic. Fuck. I muted that mic when I was recording for video game today. Sorry. Okay, Supergirl. Hot as fuck. Looks like Android 18. Is that a bad thing? No. Very cute design. Love it. I love the Lois Lane design. She is very cute. Love her design. Love the energy. Perfect Lois Lane design. Love it. Good shit. Please stop the drama bullshit. I love her and Superman's relationship. I love her and Clark together. They're great. Also, speaking of, that show is actually very, very fun and very, very hilarious. There's just an episode where the Brain and an ape are in love. You heard what I fucking said. The brain villain, like super villain, they changed his story that like he's just a scientist with his gay ape lover. And it's great. They has so much. It's good shit. I love it. I think it's a good show. It has its problems. It has its problems. Is it perfect? No. But it's good. It's very good. Then there's Star Wars The Acolyte. I am watching it for myself. I am forming my own goddamn opinions. Fuck you. I think it's okay. Is it great? No. Is it fantastic? No. Is it good? I think it's okay. I think it's a genuinely good, slow show, and it is what it needs to be. Is it perfect? God, no. It is not. But it has genuinely surprised me with a lot of its plot points that it's going for, and that, you think they're going to hang on something, but they don't. They legitimately, like, push past it. It's great. Like, they had, like, the situation where, like, the show is built to be a mystery a little bit here. And, like, Jedi are being assassinated and murdered across the galaxy, and they think it's, like, this one girl, but they quickly find out that, no, it's not her. And it's very logically done. It's like, she shows up in a room alone, she's just like, oh, fuck, I'm with the body, what the hell do I do? And then everybody walks in on her, and then they're just like, check the cameras. Oh my god, it wasn't her. Oh my god, they did that? And I have to sit here for 5 goddamn episodes going, there were cameras! And it's good. Remarkably. And a lot of people are like, they're Jedi. Why aren't they using their lightsabers? This is not the Jedi of Clone Wars. This is the Jedi before that. This is 100 years before the Phantom Menace. The Jedi acted very differently 100 years ago. They were much more reserved, much more integrated with the community at that time, even though they would slowly pull away from the community over those 100 years. But they were still there. They were still present in the lives of everyday regular people. And they did not draw their lightsabers unless they had to. But you are seeing those kinds of Jedi that would remind you of the Jedi from Clone Wars. One of the characters, he actually pulls out his lightsaber a lot. And even though, like, the other Jedi Masters are looking at him and going, put that shit away! What the fuck are you doing? Put that away! You're making it worse! Dumbass! But he's not an idiot either. He's being cautious. And, like, you can see where all these people are coming from when they're dealing with this shit. The Jedi have gotten a little complacent during peace times. And it's really showing with how they're treating everything. A Jedi was murdered in a bar in front of a good amount of people. And the Jedi just kind of want to bury it and not talk about it. And everyone else is like, this is a bad thing. Someone was murdered. And your response is, we need to find a tactical way to deal with this? What the fuck is the tactical decision here? There's a murderer who can kill Jedi on the loose. Fucking go find them. But then it turns out that the murderer is someone that the Jedi fucked with. In such a way that, yeah, no, now you understand why the Jedi have to deal with this tactfully, because if they don't, it looks really bad. But if they do deal with it and the truth still comes out, it looks real bad. It does not paint a good picture of the Jedi, and I can't spoil it. You somehow muted yourself. Did I? Did I? Hold on. Hold on. That I fucked with in such a way that, yeah, no, now you understand why the Jedi have to deal with this tactfully, because if they don't, it looks really bad. But if they do deal with it and the truth still comes out, it looks real bad. It does not paint a good picture of the Jedi, and I can't spoil it. You somehow muted yourself. No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted at all. Don't know what's going on your end. But yeah, no, like, the Acolyte is okay. It's not amazing, as I said. I'm not gonna suck its dick. It has its problems. But it's good. And I like this look into how the Jedi used to operate during the days of the Old Republic. I like that. And I like that they actually have gone out of their way to separate Old Republic and High Republic. This is the High Republic, not the Old Republic. I got called racist for not liking the Acolyte. Okay. So there is a massive thing going on here, and I am going to talk about this. So, sit your ass down. I made a video basically calling out grifters and pieces of shit like that. Those kinds of scamming rage baiters that just find anything to bitch about and dog whistle to. One of those things right now is the Acolyte. And a lot of racist pieces of shit have been review bombing, threatening, and attacking a lot of people. And it has made the people that do have genuine criticisms of the Acolyte not heard. Because when someone says, yeah, no, I don't like the Acolyte, the acting is a little hokey, the CGI is not the best, the plot just kind of stops per episode, and that's really not good. Those people who actually have genuine criticisms are being blotted out by the people that aren't criticizing the show. They're just being racist on main. And as I said in the video that I uploaded, it makes for having genuine discussions about these medias impossible to have. Because now we can't tell if someone genuinely doesn't like the show because they genuinely just don't like it and think like, yeah, no, there's a lot of problems with it and I just couldn't get through those problems. Which is totally fair if that's the case. If you don't like the show because of decisions that the showrunners made, or that you just can't get over like how some bad CGI looks, or some other things, yeah, no, those are genuine concerns and genuine opinions that you can have, and that does not make you a problem. But, as I said, all those people with those genuine opinions are drowned out by the copious amounts of racist, sexist fuckwads who drown and review bomb everything. Just so they can be racist and horrible online. Because they have never met consequences for their actions. I.e., a punch to the goddamn face. You are not racist if you don't like the Acolyte. You are racist if you don't like the Acolyte because it has minorities in it. But most of the same people that I have seen talk about the Acolyte are not making those criticisms of there's no white people in it. They're making the criticism of, no, I think it's poorly. I think its story's being handled poorly, in my opinion. I don't like how the CGI looks. I don't like how the characters are acting. I don't like this and that. And that's perfectly fine. My counter-argument to the hokey acting is that Star Wars has always had hokey acting. Go watch the original trilogy. It's hokey as fuck. But no, it goes back to that point where we cannot have these discussions anymore unless they are in controlled dialogue environments where it's not a Twitter forum. Is Jimmy still a conspiracy theorist if he's right? Yes. A broken clock can be right twice a day. But yeah, it's made for video game and media discussion. Just impossible to have. New game comes out. Cool, great, wonderful. You'll have tons of fucking grifters, and I know this is a fact, far-right pieces of shit who just want to pay rent this month, rage baiting a lot of people with fucking... They're putting DEI in it, even though there's no evidence at all, and you need to remember that these are corporations and they could give less of a fuck. I watched Jon Stewart and his video and his segment on The Daily Show about pride and corporations. Yeah, no, he's right. All of these woke companies are not woke. They're just trying to get your money. Shock there. Disney, as the best example, they will sing and praise the LGBTQIA plus community and then proceed to sweep them under the rug and throw them in the closet when dealing with China. Not a very good ally. They're there for the money, guys. The corporations are there for the money. They don't give a shit. They never have. They only give a shit about the investors. I think chat is lagging. I'm not seeing it, guys. I don't know. Maybe reload your pages. I don't know what to tell you. You just hate capitalism. Exactly. You just hate capitalism. It is good for media to have inclusion. It is good. They are net positives. But at the same time, we're not fucking stupid. Well, there's a lot of stupid people in the world, but the majority of us are not stupid. It is nice to see, like, pride stuff in, like, Insomniac's Spider-Man, where, like, developers have just taken some time and put in some stuff from their community inside a game. That's very nice. But do you honestly think Sony gives a shit? They don't. They fucking don't care. They are just as willing to pander to either side to get money. It's not that hard to understand that. And these fucking grifters, these pieces of shit, these losers online. And they just racist post. They just be pieces of shit online. They're sexist, they're racist. They'll say and do whatever the fuck they want, because guess who's the easiest group to fucking grift on? Far-right conspiracy theorists and far-right nutcases that have clearly gone down the loony bin. They are very easy to get their money. Trust me. And they have ruined absolute discourse online. I can't even... Like, on my own video, there is a guy basically saying, like, no, one of these grifters was right. Look at Saints Row, the new one that came out. It failed because of DEI. When there is a well-documented case of the fuck-ups of management, the fuck-ups of investors coming in and saying, get this game out to market now. And DEI is nowhere in there. Because it's a made-up bullshit thing by grifters so they can just rage bait racists. It's not that fucking hard to see. And it can be disproven more often than not. In fact, I have never seen a grifter able to back up their points. One fucking picture is enough to get them to run away and say you're gonna dox them. Like, holy fuck, it's pathetic. But this is what's infuriating. And something that, like, is genuinely one of the things that I love to do that is very hard to do now. Talk with people. Engage in communities with people about the things that we love. Because you don't know if someone's criticisms are coming from a very valid place or if they're coming from bigoted hate. TCOM, I know that, like, if you don't like the Acolyte, I know because you post in my Discord server that you aren't that person. So I know that's why, like, I pretty much can guess the reason why you don't like it. But, like, if I'm anywhere else, it's a fucking nightmare. The amount of people that have told me to, like, go off myself is stagnating. Like, holy shit. It's why it's just safer to make an online video talking about your opinions and just turn the comments off. Like, my one video, like, the video I uploaded, Grifters or Liars, I set the moderation on that comment section to high. So, like, that shit doesn't pop up on my feed. The amount of people that have told me to go myself because I dare say that female custodies can exist in 40K was annoying as fuck. We can't even have fun conversations anymore about 40K without these losers getting bent out of shape and ruining the conversation. And that's what is lost here. Genuine conversation, genuine love, and criticism. If you don't like something, or if you love something, nothing is perfect. There are genuine criticisms that you are gonna have. But, like, now, it's a game of fucking whack-a-mole. Where you get so in the rhythm that you accidentally hit somebody that you didn't mean to hit. And this is what I'm liking now, is that people are done arguing with these people, like arguing with these bigots. They're just done with it. They just say, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Like, we're having to talk down to these toddlers because that's how they're acting. They're acting like fucking toddlers. And then when they get called out on their bullshit, they run and hide. And then we all laugh at them because it's fucking pathetic, because we know they'll be back next week with new rage bait. And then we'll repeat this song and dance again. With the Acolyte, it was stupid shit. Like, they'll find the pettiest thing to be mad about just to try and give themselves an air of fucking, what's the word here? What's the word I'm looking for here? An air of competency, or like someone you can trust. Why is there fire in Star Wars? That's not realistic. And then everybody else just looks at them and goes, oh, you mean like the 500 other goddamn times there was fire in Star Wars? In space? This one actually makes a bit more logical sense, because guess what? Gas that is ignited still burns. Even in space, i.e. the sun! But yeah, no, like, I genuinely, it has led to a very annoying time to be in any fandom or any community because these grifters will just come in, shit all over the walls, scream like an animal, and then run away. And then come back tomorrow and do the same shit again with their lackeys. And then it's just not fun talking about it anymore. Watch the last 2 essays of Philosophy Tube. It really helps to put context to these type of people. Yeah, it really does. And what sucks is that I do want to have these conversations. I do want to talk about this stuff. I haven't talked about 40K in a bit, in a extended period, or outside of the Warhammer Army Guides, because, like, anytime there's a conversation, I just want to avoid it. If I'm talking Warhammer, I'm talking about it in my private life. Or I'm making a video for it. Because if I dare try to have a conversation online, there's going to be 50 fucking assholes, or probably 10 with like 50 burner accounts each, that will just come in and harass. And it's just fucking annoying. I'm sorry that this went like from very funny to down to downer. We started with a downer topic, and like we're on a downer topic. I'm sorry. All good, friendo. A fun note: name your favorite Xenos race in 40K. Mine's Necrons. Orcs. I know it's like the cliche answer, but I just love my stupid fungus boys. I love them. I love my stupid fungus boys. They're great. I think they're hilarious. You can never get me to hate orcs. They're just fun. They're stupid fun. So, updates before we go tonight. This Persona 5, I am going to try my best to play it through to the end. But if I have my limit, I have my limit. And I am going to be very fair and honest about this game because A, I never grew up with it. B, it is not a game that I usually try. It's not a game that I usually play. I like RPGs, but like it's this kind of style RPG that I don't like very much. Because like again, it's generic anime. And it's very generic edgy anime. And I don't like generic edgy. But I will try my best. I know that I'm only 3 hours in, and that is not a fair take on an RPG. At least get 20 hours minimum before, like, you have your final opinion and say, and I don't like the game. But I am going to be fair. I haven't formed an overall opinion of, do I hate this game? Do I like this game? Do I love this game? Or do I think it's boring? I am still forming opinions. There are things that I like. There are things that I don't. We will see if those opinions change. As well, I am also going to be working on the Halo 3 video while I'm doing this, because goddamn do I need something to keep my mind afloat here. And as well, the Total Warhammer video. Persona video is gonna take some fucking time. It's 154 hours. I need to take notes and jot down all of my opinions and then formulate that into a script after recording all the footage that I can. That's my thoughts on Gears of War E-Day. I'm excited for it. You can watch the whole stream. I go through a whole thing. But yeah, I'll still be working on the army guides. I'll still be working on Halo 3. Basically, like, the plan is here that's going to be 3 days dedicated to Persona each week, and then it's going to be 3 days dedicated to, like, Halo 3 and the army guides. Yeah, and I like I said, I'm scared if I don't like the game. Because, like, I know for a lot of you, this is, like, one of your favorite games of all time, and I'm just not seeing it right now. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm hoping that I do. I'm hoping that I can finally understand what people see in these games. But at the same time, I'm not seeing it yet. Hopefully we'll get there, and if not, I gave it a fair shake. And by the way, just because I don't like something does not mean that you can't enjoy it. This is, like, I like my garbage too. I like Star Wars The Force Unleashed. That game is garbage. Like, objectively trash fire. But it's fun, and I enjoy it, and I love every stupid thing you can do in the fucking game. I even, unironically, like Star Wars The Force Unleashed too. And that game is objectively worse. But I love it. But I always try to look at new games from the perspective... Force Unleashed 2. Bold. Oh yeah, no, I'm bold as fuck. I'm the kind of guy to look you dead in the eye and say, the Shadow Project was actually a pretty cool idea. I like that they used General Grievous as a base design for fear. With a very niche audience. Every time I have asked someone about it, they have screamed its praise to the high heavens. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Me and my Halos, my Mega Mans, my Yu-Gi-Ohs, I don't get it. But hopefully there will be something. There will be that, like, I describe it like this. There's a moment in a game when I'm playing, like, a new game where I just get sucked in. For Mass Effect, like, the best example I have was Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 1, I had a little bit of trouble getting into it when, like, I played it on the Xbox 360. But then, like, I really sat down and I tried. And then there was this one moment. This one moment where I went, oh, you naughty boy. And that was after I became a Spectre. Once you become a Spectre in Mass Effect, that is where I got hooked for the rest of the game. And that's like a good 4 to 5 hours into the story. Even if you're not going out of your way to do side quests left and right. So, like, maybe I'm 2 hours off from that moment. Maybe I'm a chapter away. Who knows? I am hoping to have that moment where the game just goes, come here, big boy. Come here. Let me eat your attention, and you don't even notice that recording button go to 18 hours. You don't even notice. I'm hoping for that. Because a game that can do that to me, I hold in high fucking regard. Yeah, and that's basically where I'm going to come from. And again, this is not a good way to introduce new players to a game with the topics that they chose to start with. It's a very heavy topic that is very easy to fuck up and come off really insensitive. And I don't like listening to other people when it comes to those topics unless it's professionals, because reasons. Very personal reasons. So this has been a very... And I know, like a lot of you said, we tried to warn you, and my brain was going, oh, content warning, you're talking about like spoilers, that kind of thing. No, it was a genuine, we need to warn you about Chapter 1! That's on me. That is on me. I went in blind, and I got sucker punched. And that did not help. It doesn't help that the game doesn't warn anyone else about it. But, nah, Aramis, you're good, mate. You're good. You know, then, hey, the first hour of the game felt like every other horror game, a walking simulator. I knew it would get better later, but still hated it. That is totally fair. And again, and very much again, I am doing this because you guys wanted it. You guys want it so much that you were willing to donate $1,000 collectively to do this. To get me to do this. And I am going to do my best to honor that and get through it. You are getting a Persona 5 video, whether I like it or not. You're going to get my very honest opinions about it, but it will always be with the caveat of, just because I don't enjoy a game and I don't get it, doesn't mean that you can't. And doesn't mean that, like, your game sucks and you suck with it. No, that's... If I don't like the game, I don't like the game. But this is actually something that I want to end the stream on a positive note. I am fascinated. Unironically, like, not jokingly. I am fascinated with people who like something that I do not. It is genuinely one of the funnest things that I can listen to, where someone can gush about a property, about the reasons, like, why they love it, why they enjoy it. Steven Universe is one of those shows that I don't enjoy. I have been secretly going through it again, and I just don't enjoy it. It's not because, like, oh, gay rocks! No, the gay rocks are funny. But, like, it's the pacing. It's the fact that, like, it goes nowhere. There are just episodes where it's just, they do fuck all, or they're focusing on these characters that you want to fucking punch in the face. And the episodes that are good are too few and far between. But, like, listening to Phoenix gush about why they love Steven Universe, all the reasons why they love it, it's one of those things where I sit there enamored and just listen. I go into debates with my friend from America, and we have, like, these long discussions about, like, series that I don't particularly like, but I just love hearing them go on and on about them. They're absolutely wonderful. And there are times where, like, you guys in the Discord will just go on massive rants and tirades about why you love this thing and why you will defend this fucking thing to the ends of the earth. And I love that. I genuinely love seeing that. It helps me understand why you love it. And it does make me sad a little bit that, like, I wish I could see what you see. I wish I could put on your glasses for a minute and just see what you are seeing that I cannot. Different strokes for different folks. And it's fascinating to me to see why people enjoy the things that they enjoy. I personally fucking hate the Ranger class in D&D, but listening to people sing its praises is always fun. And I like Digimon. Like that day where we just sat there with fucking Farva and everyone else, and like Farva was going on about Digimon. I like Digimon. I'm not like deep into it, but like listening to Farva, just it was fun. It was great. Hearing him gush about the card game was just, it was so nice. And I know that like I don't show it on my face a lot, but like you got to remember that I'm sitting in front of this computer screen all fucking day. Whether it be recording gameplay footage, writing scripts, checking for any new updates to gaming news, whatever the fuck. Trying to avoid Twitter at all costs at this point. But still having to post everywhere. It's draining, and I can come off very like, meh, but I promise you I'm not. But before we leave, I also, like I said, I downloaded a new editing software called DaVinci Resolve. It looks okay so far. I'm going to be experimenting with it. I'm going to be testing it out. I still am forced to use Adobe for now for other projects. But once I get DaVinci Resolve down, I'll be using that for editing from now on. Because fuck you, Adobe. You have lost all credibility. And I hope that the US comes for your fucking throat with this lawsuit. Fuck you, Adobe. But for everyone else, I hope you have a fantastic night. I hope you are as excited for Gears of War, Doom Medieval, and all these other games that are coming out. Space Marine 2 comes out in September. Very excited about that. I'm very excited to give this new editing software a try. I'm going to be making meme videos with it because those are very useful to do. And I'm very glad it asked me, like, hey, what software did you start with? And it's built itself to basically be around what I am used to. Like, it looks very similar, but like there is like those key distinct differences, as Gabriel has said, and I'm very excited to look through it. I will be working on Persona 5 tomorrow. I'll be working on it Wednesday, and I know, like I said, we were going to do Paper Mario today, but like fuck. That was a lot for my brain to handle, and I just needed to talk today. But yeah, I love you guys very much. I will talk to you guys on Wednesday. The new Army Guide is up on Patreon if you haven't watched it already. And it will be on YouTube this Friday. So please share these streams, share these videos. Please share the Halo 2 video around. Spam it on your social medias. Just get it the fuck out there for everyone to see. It was my first new video with the new microphone. I think the audio came out decently well. Not perfect. There were some moments where I'm just like, but I'm very, very excited. Things are looking up. Despite the absolute sack whack that I got today. But I love you all very much. You have all been great and fantastic. And I can't wait to talk to you guys on Wednesday. Good night, everybody.